Hello friends, so today we are continuing on chapter 2 of Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So we have explored the territory, now we take something home. 4 steps, simple enough to remember in the midst of the storm. Step 1. Focus. When we feel a difficult emotion arising, we do not run from it, suppress it, or analyze it. We focus our attention on the feeling itself. Where is it in the body? What does it feel like as a raw sensation? Step 2. Accept. We know in this moment that what we are feeling in the pain is the pain body. We accept that it is here. Not approving of it, not welcoming it enthusiastically. Simply acknowledging this is here right now. Step 3. Disengage. We do not let the feeling turn into thinking. We do not spin the story around and round and round. We do not judge ourselves for having it. We do not build a case. We stay with the raw feeling and let the thought be quiet. Just observe the feeling. Step 4. Watch. We stay present. We become the silent watcher of what is happening inside us. Not the pain. The one who is aware of the pain. We rest in that awareness. Tolle offers an important note. For many of us, the pain body activates on predictable cycles, biological cycles, emotional anniversaries, seasons, reoccurring life situations. These are not the times to fear, they are powerful opportunities. When we know the cycle is coming, we can stay present during it. Watch rather than being taken over. These cyclic moments become the most potent opportunities for transmutation we have. The pain body has gathered for a meal. And instead we shine the light of awareness directly onto it. Which of these 4 steps feel most challenging for us? Where in the process do we most often slip back into the pain body's control? Take one breath right now and notice as we exhale that there is something in us that is aware. Aware of this room, aware of this moment, aware of the breath. That awareness, that silent, untroubled presence has always been here. We have simply been too busy running programs to notice it. We do not have to break free from the pain body in one session. We simply have to begin. One sincere moment of watching is enough to start. The practice begins today. One breath, one moment of watching, that is all freedom requires to take its first step. So this is the spiritual culmination of everything we have explored. We name the universal principle at work and anchor it with one of the most quietly powerful statements in all of the spiritual literature. Unconsciousness creates it and consciousness transmutes it. These words contain the entire teaching. The pain body did not arrive because we are broken. It arrived because at some point we were not conscious enough to process what was happening inside us. Pain came, and without the capacity to meet it with awareness, it became stored. It became the pain body. And the same principle works in reverse. Consciousness. Genuine, present, sustained awareness. Does not manage the pain body. It transforms it, it transmutes it. The very energy that was locked in suffering becomes the fuel of awakening. Tolle reaches across centuries to St. Paul, who expressed this universal truth. Everything is shown up by being exposed to the light. And whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Everything is shown up by being exposed to the light. And whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Not just illuminated, not just seen, transformed. The darkness does not merely retreat, it becomes light. We cannot fight darkness. We cannot fight the pain body. Every time we try to battle it, to resist it, to overcome it through our willpower, we create more stronger inner conflict, which is more pain, which feeds it more. It becomes stronger. But we also cannot fight darkness with more darkness. The only thing that dissolves darkness is light, and in us that light is consciousness, our awareness, our presence. Watching the pain body Simply, honestly, without any drama is enough. Watching it implies accepting it as a part of us, part of what is in this moment. And in that acceptance, the light enters. This is why the watcher is so powerful. Not because watching is a technique, but because watcher is consciousness itself. When consciousness, brought into contact with stored pain, transforms it. As surely as light transforms darkness. I have a feeling, I think, in Hindu traditions, teachings, this consciousness is the soul. Are aware, what Eckhart Tolle says, we are present, are conscious, then the soul is in action. We do not need to understand how this works. We simply need to be willing to look. Is there a pain we have been carrying that we have never fully turned towards with honest, open awareness? What might happen if we simply looked without needing to fix or understand it? We cannot fight our way to freedom. We cannot think our way out of pain. But we can eliminate it. And whatever we eliminate, in time becomes light. Unconsciousness sustains the pain body. Consciousness transforms it. The light of our awareness is the single most powerful force available to us. Our closing slide, a compassionate and practical note. Some of us have predictable windows when the pain body activates most powerfully. Rather than dreading these moments, we reframe them as our greatest opportunities. The pain body is not random. For many of us, it arrives on a schedule. Once we recognize the pattern, the schedule becomes our greatest ally. Tolle observes something important. For many people, the pain body does not activate randomly. It has cycles, predictable windows of heightened activation, sometimes tied to the body's own rhythms. Sometimes to emotional anniversaries, reoccurring life situations, or seasonal shifts. He speaks scientifically of the time preceding the menstrual cycles of many women, a period when the collective pain body, tied to the long history of feminine suffering, can become particularly active. But the principle extends to all of us. We each have our predictable trigger points. During these windows, the pain body gathers force, emotions intensify. The pull towards old patterns becomes stronger. The voice of the pain body becomes louder. And because it arrives predictably, we can actually begin to dread these periods, which of course adds tension that the pain body can also feed on. But here's the profound shift in perspective that Tolle offers. These cyclic moments are not times to endure. They are powerful opportunities for transmutation, for alchemy. When the pain body gathers force and we meet it with the presence rather than identification, we are not just surviving the moment, we are actively working with the most concentrated version of our stored pain. The more intense the activation, the more there is available to be transformed. The approach is exactly what we have been building towards throughout this presentation. When we feel the cycle approaching or recognize that it has already begun, we do not brace ourselves, we become more alert, more present, more willing to watch. We feel what arises without letting it become the story. We know it is the pain body. We accept it is here. We watch it without becoming it, and we hold the space as the guardian of inner world for as long as the waves moves through. These moments when we stay present through the full intensity of the cyclic activation are the moments of genuine, deep healing. Not just management, healing. We have traveled a long way today, from the shock of recognizing the alien within to understanding what the pain body is and how it survives, to the turning point of observation, the dimension of presence, the alchemy of consciousness, and now the recognition that even our most difficult cycles are our biggest opportunities. We are not at the mercy of this energy. We carry within us the one thing that the pain body cannot withstand, the light of our awareness. All we have to do in that moment, in any moment, is notice and return and watch. Knowing what we now know, how might we approach the next time our pain body activates? What would it mean to meet it with presence instead of fear? Our cycles are not our enemies, they are our curriculum. Every predictable activation is an invitation to bring the light of our awareness to exactly the place that most needs it. Our cyclic triggers are our most concentrated opportunities for healing. Presence during these moments is the most powerful practice available to us. They are the most rewarding opportunities for our healing. So with that, we close chapter 2. We would love to hear from you in the comments. Please share your experience with this teaching. When you tried to notice, stop, and release, what happened? And what are you struggling with in applying this? So your comments might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. We're all in this journey together. So please take a moment to share your thoughts We read all your comments and we try to reply to all of them. If this video helped you, please like it, share it with your friends and family who might benefit also. Please subscribe so you don't miss Chapter 3 of Power of Now. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.